In this video, I will be showing you how to set up and play on private servers. If you are new to this stuff and want to know the risks of it, I highly recommend you to check out my video in which I speak about its risks, what it is and what you can do in it. If you already watched that video, then you might still remember that there are two types of private servers. Localhost, where your device is the server and you have more flexibility, and the other one where you can connect to other servers like UKPS and play with your friends, etc. In this video, I will be showing you the second one. The video where I show you how to set up localhost will have to wait for version 4.2 for a few reasons. So how to set up the private server? First, go to your browser and search for GitHub. Then click on github.com and search for cultivation. You should be able to see grasscutters/cultivation that has more than 700 stars. Click on it. If you have trouble finding it, you can also come to this page by clicking on the link in the description section. Now, you should be seeing the releases on the right side of the page. Click on it and then find the latest version that was released. After that, download the cultivation from the assets section. By the way, I highly recommend you to download the .msi one if available, since it is very convenient. After you have downloaded it, run it by double-clicking on it and press continue and agree to everything. You could change the directory if you want, but since it takes up less than a gigabyte, I would recommend you to leave everything as it is and press continue on all of them. By the way, it will sometimes collide with some other softwares and request from you to close them and try again. In my case, closing those programs didn't work, so I went with the second option, which is restarting the PC after the installation finishes. After that, cultivation's icon should appear on your desktop. Run it and wait a little bit until this pops up. This is the proxy certificate that you need to download, so click yes. If it doesn't pop up, or if you accidentally pressed no, go to the settings from the top right corner and install it from there. In the main menu, you will see two icons on the top right corner. One of them is the installation icon and the other one is the settings icon. First, click on the installation icon and download Grasscutter All-in-One. When the installation is finished, click on the settings icon and set the game install path by clicking on the folder icon. You have to select your Genshin.exe. If you don't know where your game is located, I'm assuming that you have it on your desktop, so click on desktop, right-click on Genshin Impact and click on Open File Location. However, this might lead you to the launcher.exe. If that's the case, scroll up and go into the Genshin Impact game folder. In there, you have to select the genshin-impact.exe. Before we continue, I have a recommendation. If you have more than 70 gigabytes of free space that you want to use, I would recommend you to copy your whole Genshin Impact folder and select the genshin-impact.exe inside that one, instead of your original one. That way you can play on private servers even after the major updates, since the private servers generally need a couple weeks or months before they get updated to the latest version. Plus, if you plan to use cheats or shaders on private servers, which generally use the inject method and change your files, you won't have to change and repair the files every time you want to play on official servers, since your original file will stay untouched if you use a copied version of the game. After you have set the game install path, make sure that automatically patch RSA and use internal proxy is selected while toggle encryption is not. As last, on the main menu right bottom corner, connect to Grasscutter and use HTTPS should be selected. Address should be ps.uki.me instead of localhost, and port number should be 443. Now you can play on private servers by clicking on the launch button, and that should be it. I can't show the rest since it might cause the video to be deleted, but I will try to guide you through and tell you the basics you need to know. When you launch the game, I mean a private server, it will ask you to enter your name and password. Since you are new to this, you will have to click on create a new account and create one from Yuki's website. After that, you should be able to log in and play. However, there are some basics you might need to know, like commands that you have to use to unlock the whole map, give yourself items, characters, weapons, unlimited stamina, to enable God mode, and so on. And since we want to get new members to our newly opened server, I decided to create a list of the most used commands in order to help the newbies. On our server, you can also find a channel called Genshin News and HSR News, where you can see all the news including the leaks that I see as reliable. So please consider taking a look at our server in your free time. You can join from the link in the description section. That's it for this video. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.